Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Before we can start solving the cube, you'll need some easy notations. So some notations are F, R, U, L, D, and B. Sometimes, if there's a mark next to the top of the letter, top right of the letter, that means to be prime. Prime means counterclockwise, opposed to when there's no mark, that's just clockwise. So counterclockwise R would be like this. A counterclockwise U would be like this. An L would look like that. A D would look like that. F and B. In other cases, there may be a U2. A U2 means you move that face 2 times. So the upper face 2 times. The D is the bottom face 2 times. R, the right face, 2 times. L, the left face, 2 times. These are all things you'll need to know to start solving the cube. Then, when you get to the step of F12, you'll need to know this. So this is an F12 pair. These F12 pairs are formed by joining 2 different pieces. So, when you have our F12 pair completed, we'll need to insert it into the slot. The slot is this area right here. We know it's the right slot because these green pieces line up with the green center, these orange pieces line up with the orange center, and the white line up with the bottom. This is a slot, and that's a pair. Now, we can start solving the cube. In this video, we'll be using the method of CFOP. CFOP is a 4-step way of solving the Rubik's Cube. The first step is cross, the second is first 2 layers, third, orient last layer, and the fourth is permute last layer. Now, let's get started with solving the cross. As I said before, the first step of solving the 3x3 Rubik's Cube is by solving the white cross. To do this, you will line up the white and green edge piece, the white and red edge piece, the white and blue edge piece, and the white and orange edge piece. When you do this step, you must make sure that your orange and white sides, or your blue and white sides, red and white sides, and green and white sides, all line up with their centerpieces. If they look like this, your next step of F2L will not be completed correctly. So when you finish this step, we must make sure that our whole cube looks like this. The first step of solving this cross is solving the green and white edge piece. We are solving this piece first because, as you see, the green edge of the edge piece is already lined up with the green centerpiece. To solve the white edge of the edge piece, we must just do an F2 to line it up. The next piece we'll be solving is the white and the red edge piece. To do this, we'll do a D2 and then an F2 to easily line it up. As you see, 1/2 of our cross is now solved. The next piece we'll solve is the orange and white edge piece. To do this, we'll just do an F prime, which lines it up with the orange centerpiece, then R. The last piece we must line up is the white and blue edge piece. This piece is a bit more tricky. To solve it, we'll do an F, R prime, D, which lines it up with the blue centerpiece, and then do a R followed by an F2. As you now see, our whole cross is finished, with it all lining up exactly how it's supposed to. There are 3 easy ways to pair up 2 pieces to make an F12 pair, one of which is when we have both pieces of our F12 pair in the top layer. The other thing we need to recognize is that the top layer has the same colors. What we must do to execute this F12 pair up is hide our designated corner, then use U moves, and then unhide our corner. By doing this, we have paired up our F12 pair. The second way is when the 2 pieces of our F12 pair are again separated, but this time our top colors don't match. To connect this pair, all we must do is do R, U, R prime. As you see, what that did is it paired up our pieces, then we did a U, which lined it up in its slot and R prime, which insert the slot. The third case is when we have a white side facing up opposed to in the other two cases when the white side is on the sides. To solve this case, we must just line up our edge piece with the right center piece, just like that, and then do a R, and then use U moves to line up our edge piece. As you see, it has completed our F2L pair. As you may have noticed, in the first and the last case, our F2L pair was not inserted into the slot. To do this, on these two cases, you must just do a R, U prime, R. This will insert our pair. Now, using the algorithm I just showed you, I'll solve our F2L. So the first case I see is the same colors, and we have the white side facing to our right. So we'll hide our corner, doing U2, and reshow our corner. This pairs up our piece, and now we can insert. Now, I see the same case but on the left side. So again, white side facing to our left, I'll hide our corner, do a U2, and reshow our corner. That pairs up our pair. Now we can just easily insert. So now we have a bit more tricky piece to solve. So all of our pairs are either connected or not in the right spot. So as you see right here, our pair is connected. So what we must do is hide our piece and disconnect these pieces. And now we have the same case that we know. Hiding a corner, doing a U2, and reshowing our corner. Now we can insert. Again, our final piece is connected. So you'll hide our piece, do a U2, and reshow our piece. Now we can hide our edge piece, do a U2, pair up our piece, and insert. One thing you do have to be mindful of while pairing up your final piece or any other edge piece is that you don't mess up any of your other corners. So for instance, if you were to have one of these cases and we did our algorithm right here, it would screw up that pair. So what you must do instead is make sure that your pair that you're putting in back here is right, so when you hide our corner, it won't mess up a slot. Because if you did it over here, it'd mess up this slot, just like that. So instead, put the empty slot to the back, and then do your algorithm. Because when we hide our corner, it brings up empty, and when we do our U, it fills it with more empty. So then we can easily insert our pair. And now we have completed F2L. OLL. OLL is where the algorithms start. You may have a bar. A bar is one of the 6 algorithms I'll be teaching today. To get the bar to a cross, which is what we were looking for, do the algorithm F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F. Prime. And that gives us the cross. In other cases, we may have a hook. To solve the hook and get it to the cross, or even a fish sometimes, do the algorithm F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And that also gives us the cross. Sometimes, when there's too many pieces filled in, you can do an algorithm like this one. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Again, there's too many pieces filled in. So if we repeat this algorithm, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, we now have the fish. Now I'll show you 4 different algorithms to solve your yellow side. These algorithms come in play once you have your cross, or your fish. This first algorithm is when you have the fish. You'll point the head of your fish, that's the tail, that's the head, to point the head of your fish to the bottom left corner. If you have a yellow piece right here, then you'll do this algorithm. R, U, R prime U, R, U2, R prime. That solves your yellow side. Sometimes, when you point the head of your fish to the bottom left corner, you do not have a dot. To fix this, you must point the head of the fish to the back right corner, and then do this algorithm. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. And that too solves the yellow side. Now for the cross algorithms. There's two different kinds of cross algorithms. One is when you have a dot here and a dot here, and headlights, which is when you have two different yellow dots facing towards you. But for this algorithm, we'll turn these headlights so they're facing to our left. Now, hold our cube just like this. The algorithm for this case is R, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U prime, R2, U2, R. And that solves the yellow side. The other case you may have is when you have headlights facing you and headlights facing to the back. Hold your cube just like this with the headlights facing you and the headlights facing to the back. What you'll do is F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And that solves your yellow side.